What's up, everybody? This is Aged Out Reacts with the two hosts of the Aged Out podcast, Mike Fantini and
Evan Worrell.
And today, this is going to be our first of about 3 or 4 or 5, who knows how many, in the end of season DCI 2021, which wrapped last weekend. Reaction videos. We're doing Cadets today, so I want to thank Vic Firth for taking and producing this awesome video. Check out we love Vic Firth. I've used it. Evan's used him. Great company. Thanks again. Shout out to Brian Stockard, giving us the green light.
Didn't Vic Firth used to be like your old like YouTube name, like VFREP, like Vic Firth Remo Pearl or something?
I had some weird YouTube username that I uploaded some videos on in like the 2011 summer, I think, but that's neither here nor there. So, welcome everybody. Once again, check out LoneStarPercussion.com. Use the code AgedOut. Save yourself $10 on any order of $50 or more. Great deal. Helps everybody out. Go there and get some Vic Firth products. All right.
Hey.
Done with that. We are not sponsored by Vic Firth, by the way. They're just letting us use their video. So shout out. Appreciate it again.
We appreciate the videos.
Yeah, we very much appreciate the videos and being allowed to use them. So let's see. Check out the podcast services, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, all the good stuff. Facebook, Instagram, check us out there. Always catch the new content. Don't miss anything. I think that's it. The spiel is shorter here. I'm ready to get into this. I'm excited.
Let's do it.
Because frankly, the Cadets were my second favorite group. But we'll get to my favorite group in a different video. So here we go.
I'll have to watch some more before I declare an order. Maybe I'll do that later.
Yeah, we'll put some thought into that. But all right, let's jump into this bad boy.
Do some sub-caption ordinals.
Yeah. I already got to say, I love that they wore traditional uniforms this year. I know their show was like a callback show to the years they've won, right?
Did. Yeah, they had like I don't remember the name of it, honestly. For holy name shall always be, or something like that. Shall always be.
I honestly, admittedly, haven't seen as many of the shows as I probably should go watch.
I watched them all. I just don't remember the titles.
Yeah. Ooh. I'm backing up. We talked over that. That roll was nasty.
Person in the crowd gave it up too.
Yeah. Good roll. A lot of like subtle, maybe not so subtle hand speed changes to this phrase. I like it. It adds complexity to a slower portion of the show. Just stock Cadets. Roll to your eyeballs. The Cadets,
yes.
I don't know if they like created that visual back in the day, but it is very much a Cadets visual. All right, I forgot to do this earlier.
There you go.
There we go.
I'm already
now.
ahead of you.
Now I'm ready. All right.
Dude, there were so many years where they had this feel like kind of swing.
Yeah.
I think 01, 02 they did it. 03 maybe even. 90s.
You mentioned it's a Cadets kick. You mentioned a lot of times they've done that kind of swing feel. I always love how Unks transitions it to more of a straight thing, just out of nowhere, and he does it so well that it's just like, oh, well, it's very stark, but it's cool.
And we're back.
Yeah, right. It's like we kind of jammed for a while, and then boom, at like the snap of your finger, it's right back in it. It's really cool.
Also, listening to bass lines through headphones is way better than not listening to bass lines through headphones.
I love this quad feature.
Yeah, guys.
In there.
Oof.
That's like a stock Angst quad break ending. The badoom bop. Yeah, I think the 05 quad break ended with that after a bunch of singles and the Spock drums.
Yeah, they did the 2-1 Spock singles.
Yep.
This show was fun to watch just because it played on the heartstrings of past Cadets shows that I love.
Yeah, as a big Cadets fan, I need to make sure I watch this show from start to finish.
That's like a classic Cadets bass visual too.
Mm-hmm. They've done that before too. The lean forward as well. Good roll.
Oof. Yeah.
Yeah, great hand speed change.
Woo. Woo.
Yes, sir. That was in there.
God, I love Heritage so much.
I do too. They just in with that man shot.
All right.
They might have had my favorite drum feature of the summer from what I've seen so far. It's just traditional
Dude,
Cadets.
when I saw this part on the stream, like the full show, I got giddy like a child.
Yeah.
Because I love this ballad from 05, Liquid, Dancer in the Dark stuff. Just, I don't know. The way they do it, starting backfield with the add-ins and the way it fits with the horn book was just, it's such a moment for me, and I love it so much.
Yeah. So we're gonna not talk throughout it because I think in this rep they nail every single snare add-in. So we're gonna be silent for a minute here.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Those
So
are not
tasty.
easy either. Jump on the moving train.
Mm-hmm. Need to open those hands up for that big roll.
The metric D shell. It has such a classic Cadets feel too.
Yep. Unks wrote a lot of threes in this book, and I feel like the tempos lend themselves to that. The tempos were a lot slower this year than a lot of groups had slower tempos for all the time constraints and everything. But certain tempos just work really well for threes, and I think Tom took advantage of that very well this year in his writing.
Woo! It's macros.
Good flam phrase.
Yeah.
Tap drag into the flam accent and the flam taps that crescendoed.
Holding on to the sticks.
Good Spock roll.
Good Spock roll.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yep.
I like
Boom,
that.
ba-doom.
I gotta do. Woo.
Great hand-to-hands. That wasn't even... Was that a hand-to-hand, or was that one of those times where bass lines... I'm going to show my naivete for bass drumming here for a
I
second.
don't think it was a hand-to-hand, but...
No, it's where like they're both still playing twos, but they offset it by a 16th note, so it still splits between the drums, if that makes sense. I'm going to go back real quick. I think that's what that was. A bass drummer in the comments, tell me how dumb I am. Then I go back far enough.
I didn't see it, so I'd have to see it, but maybe if I hear
Listen
it.
to the whole bass phrase again. I think that's what that was.
Yeah, all right. Nice long roll. Yeah, little left hand tick.
There's been a few little scratchies in here. I've kind of just not brought up
go here and there
under the circumstances of the season, as we said in the Phantom video.
time frame.
But again, the quality of playing is still very high considering the 6 weeks of summer they had. They've got a pretty good like snare to quad blend and balance between the two sections when they play rolls especially. It's a cool phrase ending. More threes. Handled pretty well. Yeah.
Dude, from watching a lot of these shows on the stream, this is a year to March. Like, you get to play drums and not really have to move a lot.
get to ram a bunch and then just kind of not want to die a lot. Dude, this tempo, just fat open threes. Love it.
Especially at the meter it's written. Ooh, good timing, good
Nice.
control.
That's good stuff, man. Kudos. I like
Yeah,
the writing.
well,
I love as like a early and mid 2000s Cadets fan. I love all the callbacks and the phrases are all similar. You know, you had the add-in phrase, the end of the quad break, like just throughout it. And now part of it is because Unks also wrote those books, so you have things you're going to reuse. You have motifs that are similar and stuff, but just like made me happy. I smiled multiple times. I was like, oh, I've heard that before, and that's really cool.
Yeah, this reminds me of a lick that I learned when I was 15 or something.
Yeah, right. So, all right, this is, like I said earlier in the beginning, this is our first of many we're going to do. We're going to hit Boston, Blue Stars. I don't want to name off all of them, but a lot of groups. Look for a lot of reaction videos. A little sneak peek. We have confirmed, as of right now, we're going to do Cavaliers with Mike McIntosh. So
If he can give us some Easter eggs.
yeah, right. Some little tidbits about why he wrote certain things. That should be a fun time to record and get out there. I don't know which one's next. We haven't planned it yet. Some will be just us. Some will be with friends of ours, with Mike, like we mentioned. Yeah, we'll just go from there. Check out Lone Star Percussion. Thanks to Vic Firth. Appreciate you letting us use the video. I can't talk right now. Check out the podcast. We'll see everybody in the next one.
Peace.